Ever since I can remember, I've always wanted to compete at the highest level in tournament fishing on the Bassmaster Elite Series.
What is it? Grab the net. Just put the camera down, Ben.
We got lots of time.
These guys had 23 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday. 3 fish that go 12 pounds, 13 ounces. And your champions, Cooper Gallant and Danny McGarry.
20.42, your champions! Video, you guys. Wow! Jason McKinder on a championship Saturday!
Mark my words, folks. These are the next big thing in fishing in Ontario.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Starting the first bag at 28.32. All right, he tries to 40 pounds.
Oh my God.
Huge. Biggest one I got. The more you win, the more you want to win. That makes sense.
Let's give it up, Cooper Gallant. Very quick. Boom! 25.39. Wow.
I can't stop thinking about it constantly. It's something that's always on my mind.
Cooper would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning so that he could fish before he went to school.
Sometimes I used to think to myself, you know what, can't you just sit in front of the television and play video games so I know where you are?
Coop is a fishaholic. What I like about seeing a lot of the young guys like Coop, it's really neat because that's the future of fishing. When I see, outdoor enthusiasts that are young, that are really fanatical about it like I am, to me, that's really cool.
2021, I decided to fish the Bassmaster Opens to chase this crazy lifelong dream. I fished the Northerns that year and I missed an Elite Series berth by 2 spots, which made me even hungrier for the following year. I then went all in to compete in all 9 Bassmaster Opens the following year with 2 goals in mind. Win a Bassmaster Open and qualify for the 2023 Bassmaster Classic and qualify for the Bassmaster Elite Series. The first event of the season started in Florida on the Kissimmee chain, where I had a good start, finishing up in 42nd place. From Florida, I traveled to Tennessee to fish stop number 2 on Cherokee Lake, a lake full of smallmouth. This was by far the biggest highlight of my fishing career so far, and it was an incredible week, and we won the tournament to punch our ticket to the 2023 Bassmaster Classic in Knoxville, Tennessee.
There he is, your champion. Another Canadian wins a Bass event, Coop Gallant. Mercer is going out of his mind right now.
Which has been a lifelong dream of mine since I can't even remember. I've always thought about being up on that stage. I've been there. I've been to about 6 of them, and to actually be up there in 2023, it's a dream come true.
I mean, he is. I have never doubted that he will make the Bassmaster Elite Series. He's not done that yet, but to have done what he's done in a short period of time. I mean, Coop is a very rounded angler. You know, he's very versatile, not just for bass fishing. I mean, he's one of those guys who likes to fish for all different species. I mean, you name it, muskie, carp, everything. Salmon, trout, he fishes for everything. And he is also one of those anglers very similar to a John Cox, where no matter what's going on, you know he's fishing. I mean, he is, if there's not a tournament, he is somewhere fishing. I mean, he went home, as nuts as he is, he went home in between the 2 tournaments. He was home for like 3 days. And as a Canadian guy, when I get down here, even when it's cold like this, I mean, there's no part of me that goes home and looks out and is like, I want to go ice fishing. Well, went home and ice fished for a few days and then came back down and won a tournament. Now he's pre-fishing for the James River.
I was sitting good in points for qualifying for the elites, but still had major work to do with 7 events remaining. For stop number 3, I head to the James River, a tidal fishery located in Virginia. I bombed that one and ended up in 123rd. After the James River was the next tournament on Ross Barnett. After a rough event on the James, I needed a solid finish to gain some points back to keep the Elite Series dream alive.
Here. Yeah!
We finished up Ross Barnett in 29th. Another smallmouth derby rolls around and we head to Oneida Lake located in New York for the 5th stop of the season. Practice was brutal, but made some adjustments late on the last day of practice and finished up the event with a 3rd place finish, which bumped me back up right where I needed to be in points to try and qualify.
I need this one bad. That's a 4. Get in here. Get in here. Oh! Woohoo! It's a 4-pounder, baby!
Next up was Upper Chesapeake Bay, another tidal largemouth fishery, finishing up in 25th.
You get in here, bud.
Yes!
We then headed to the Red River in Louisiana, a tournament that I knew was going to be a super tough one, and I knew I needed to survive this one to stay in contention. I ended up in 109th place, but believe it or not, I was actually really happy with it. For the Southern Opens on Lake Hartwell, I was sitting 5th in points. I knew I needed about a top 20 to have a shot at qualifying for the Elites through the Southerns. I had a terrible practice, and on the last day of practice, I gained some confidence in one area of the lake.
Hi guys, it's Coop Gallant fishing, and yeah, practice is over, and yeah, man, the last 2 days have been pretty tough. Haven't caught a whole lot, and today we got on a little bite, and we're gonna go catch them the next 3 days, and then we're going back to Wendell's to party after I qualify for the Elite Series in the Southern Opens.
I stuck one G Loomis IMX Pro rod in my hands and threw around an X-Zone Lures Deception Worm on a shaky head, literally the entire tournament. I did not put it down once to finish the event off in 16th place.
Could be a big one. Yes. Woo! Oh. Sucker wasn't coming off. It's a 3-pounder, baby. We're gonna catch them. Get 4 more of those, we're fishing the Elites.
Vying for an Elite Series berth. Looks like he's had a good day. 14 pounds, 6 ounces, all the way up to 9th place. And put Cooper Gallant inside the top 10.
You just can't listen to anyone until it's official, but I know I'll be right there. Right there. Mentally challenging week. I hope I got it done.
Made it.
Did ya?
Yep.
Did you?
Yep.
Good job, dude. Nice.
I finished up 3rd in points in the Southern Opens and qualified for the Elite Series, which has been a crazy lifelong dream of mine since a very young age.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
The pressure was off going into the final event of the season on Sam Rayburn, where I ended up finishing up in 26th. It still doesn't even feel real, dream come true. It's crazy. Big thanks to all my sponsors who believed in me from the beginning. Big thanks to Ontario Bass Nation, that's where it all started. Big thanks to my bosses growing up. When I was working full time, they were super supportive and giving me time off work to chase this crazy dream. Big thanks to my family, my parents, brothers, all my friends for the continued support. It means the absolute world. The chase continues, except this year on the Elite Series. We're going to be chasing something a little bit different. We're going to be chasing the Blue Trophy and a Bassmaster Classic berth. You know, I put a lot of work in to get to the Elite Series, but now that I'm here, I have to put in even more work to stay. Thank you guys for watching, following along this crazy journey, and welcome to episode 1 of The Chase, right here in Florida for stop number 1 of my first ever Bassmaster Elite Series event, right here on Lake Okeechobee.
Yeah, baby! Woo! Knew it was gonna happen. Yes!